my little 10 ravers out there. Okay. What's up, guys? So I'm filming another video. You can see that, okay. This is a story time, which is a little different for me because I usually do like voiceovers. I have a lot of voiceover videos. And I have done one before, but I like put it on private because I didn't want to get any backlash from my place of work, seeing like, oh, she got fired. Not that they would probably ever see it, but okay, let's get into the matter at hand. So if you read the title, which I'm guessing you did because you clicked the video, this is going to be about my crazy experience with these religious people that just would not let up. They were my ex's parents, and I went to like a Baptist, and if you know what Baptist is, it's like Christianity, but like the most strict, like the Mormon, the ankle skirt wearing, like psychotic acting, we have to follow the Bible to a T type of people. So that was my high school, and I started dating this guy, I think my junior year. Yeah, I feel like he came junior year, and I think I started dating him my junior year, like at the end of the year. He came to the school, and so a lot of people, like, I know how the people are at that school, but he was like from a totally different, really tiny school. Like, my school was tiny. I graduated with 7 people in my class, so that's tiny, but he came from like an even smaller school, like 3 people in the entire class. So he like talked to other girls there before me, and I didn't really care about him that much, but then I kind of noticed him, like he was really nice and like would talk to me and specifically like compliment me when like most of the other guys were really awkward or like just didn't know how to talk to girls at all. So like when you're dealing with that, it's pretty easy to get girls, but if you're actually confident. But he actually told me, like, when we started talking, oh, my parents are crazy, and I was like, okay, yeah, I know religious people, like, my family's religious, you know, not as, like, restrictive, but, like, I understand what they're like. They want to follow the Bible, they want to live their life on the right path, whatever, so that's fine, and I never had a problem with that, but, he was not kidding. Like, they were fucking crazy. Like, as soon as I got together with him, they like made it known that they had a lot of rules, and we were never allowed to like be together alone. Like, we were never allowed to go on dates alone. Like, we would sneak around and like get away with things, and oh, well, we're gonna be with this friend group or whatever, but they didn't even want us to be with like peers. They wanted us to be with adults. Like, we were 16, 17, and then 18. Like, I feel like, no, maybe not 16. I feel like we started dating when I was like 17. So that's not really that, it's not like I was 15, you know, or something like, and I had boyfriends when I was younger too, so that it's not like, oh, I don't want you to be alone, you know, you're too young. We were 18 at one point in this relationship, so we would always just have to be like with family members or like adults, and then at a point in the relationship they like caught on that we were like sneaking around and like not sticking directly to their rules. So then it was, you had to be with the parents themselves, and it just started getting so crazy. I just got like fed up with it, and then like I wanted out for half of the relationship. Like, he wasn't a bad guy or anything. He wasn't like anything super special. He was a nice person, and you know, he always like cared enough, I guess, but he just always valued what his family had in mind for him more than like than what I did, which is weird because if you're familiar with the Bible at all, you would know that the Bible actually says a man should leave his family and cleave to his wife, which means, like, back in the old days, the wife's parents would buy or like give the newly wedded couple a house. So totally like with the girl, like he just goes with the girl, and like that's how it's supposed to be. But whatever, like I don't care, you know. I was never like trying to push him away from his family because I understand how important family is, And it's not really about family as much as it is that I think they didn't want their baby to grow up. Like, he's the youngest of the family, and they would always like baby him and call him like babyish names. So that was weird. And yeah, I just like have almost like nightmares about their fucking blue Caravan. Whenever I see that car, I'm just thinking of like his mom driving around, like, oh my gosh, she was so fake. She was always such a bitch to my mom too, like so fakely nice. Do you know those people that are just like, oh hi, how are you? Oh, why are you like, are you, you know, doing this? Or just like passive aggressive. It's passive aggressive. That's what I'm like kind of trying to explain, like that, just that passive aggressive behavior. I don't know like if that bothers anyone watching, but for me that's like my biggest pet peeve. Like when people are passive aggressive, like, oh look at you with your healthy eating or something. Like when people say shit like that, it's like, say what you mean, honestly. I would rather you be like, you think you're better than everyone else and I hate you for it. But that's how these people were. And his like dad was not even like fake nice, but like pseudo intellectual. He would always be using like huge words and talking about like all these poets. Oh my gosh, dude, like give it up, like give it up. Honestly, these people thought that their shit did not stink, and it's like, dude, the opposite was true. Like, you guys, oh my gosh, you're the worst. And they always treated me like I was a second class citizen or something. Like, I remember when he played basketball and stuff, so when they were like having the pictures taken, like everyone else was getting the pictures, like, and I couldn't even get a picture with him just because I was his girlfriend. Like, they would let him go out and go on like not group dates, but like chill. They would let him chill with like other girls that he was friends with like in the past and his friends and stuff, but like I wasn't allowed to come because if I was there, then it would make it like, I have no fucking idea what it would make it. But yeah, so it just got to a point where I felt so like left in the cold by them or something, which is so like, why would he choose to make his own girlfriend feel that? I don't know. It just was like, I understand being pushed in a corner, and if you have to choose between your like you don't want to choose between your family and your girlfriend, but the funny thing is I never asked him to choose. Like, I was never saying like, okay, it's me or them, but I just always wanted him to stand up to them and be like, okay, I'm going to have a girlfriend, like, you can't just keep cutting her off from my life completely. Like, at the time, it affected me, like, it really hurt me, you know. I thought I was in love with this person, and I don't really think that we should have like continued. I'm glad that he just like broke it off, because I just get to this place in relationships where I'm like, well, no, I need to like be a good girlfriend, I need to be loyal. Like, loyalty is really big in my book, and it's really important to me. So I just thought, yeah, I really need to be loyal to him. Like, I like him, and it's not him, it's his family, so like I can just separate the two, and like I'll just be civil with them. Like, I can be civil with them. But it was not like that. Like, they weren't civil to me. When I first met his cousin, like, all of these girls, they're like an episode of Sweet Life on the Prairie. Wait, what is that shit called? No, it's not Sweet Life. Little House on the Prairie. They're like straight out of that, with like the bouffant hair or whatever the fuck it's called, and the really long skirts, and I don't know. Thinking about it honestly makes me sweat a little. These people were just like, ooh. They all thought that they were on this moral high ground, and the passive aggressive, oof. Yeah, I just hate that. Like, that drives me insane. So the first time I met like his cousin in the church, like all of the girls in the church were like looking Mormon as fuck, and I'm just like, you know, in my normal ass clothes, and obviously I wasn't wearing like anything like this with like my skin exposed or anything, but I would just be wearing like clothes that normal people, like, dude, it was a little too much of them to ask, I feel like. And I remember meeting his cousin, and she was like, if you do anything to him, I'll fucking pound you. And I was thinking, bitch, I'd like to see you try, honestly. You can't even catch me, you fucking whale. Like, that's mean. But, like, she was honestly such a bitch to me. Like, I always got bad vibes from her. She would always be like, all of his entire family, like, I could just tell that they didn't really like me, which is such bullshit because I always just wanted, like, what was best for him. I'm not a malicious person towards the people that I'm dating. Like, when you love someone, I think that the best thing you can do with them is to support them and let them be who they are. And I never, like, wanted to hold him back or anything. I just felt like they were holding him back, to be honest. Like, what the fuck is he doing now? What good did you guys do for him? You know, that's out of my hands. But yeah, so not obviously, like, not all religious people are crazy like that, but these people were just a different breed. Like, and they were hypocritical. Like, a lot of people that I went to school with and, you know, knew at my church or whatever were and are very hypocritical. They want to preach and preach and preach to everyone else, and then they turn around and are, like, just doing whatever the fuck they want. Or when they were younger, they're just, like, you know, acted however they want. They did the same thing. They were kids. They were allowed to be kids, but now they think that they know so much better and they don't want to let their kids be kids. So both of his parents were not, like, had not stayed pure until marriage, and then they wanted to push their beliefs on their kid rather than just letting him decide for himself, which if they raised him correctly, he would go the right way. Like, he would choose the right path. When you raise your kid to be smart and logical and a critical thinker, they will do what's right usually. Like, in my opinion, I know I'm biased, but I think that my mom raised me to go down the right path. So when I, you know, see a situation, I have my own sense of self to be like, okay, well, I think that I should do this, and I care about other people, and, like, you know, empathy, all those good things, you know, that they, like, teach you about wherever, you know, do unto others as you would have done to yourself. That's something that I, like, would fucking hear in Girl Scouts. I'm pretty sure that was, like, the golden rule or something, you know, like, oh my gosh. So for them to just have no trust in him whatsoever, like, not ever let him have a phone, be, like, so restrictive of someone who's 18, an adult, like, man, like, he was 6'4", like, a solid kid, like, dude, I mean, I know I just called him a kid, but you get what I'm saying. Like, he was 18, you can vote, but you can't have your own cell phone that you're gonna pay for. Like, he had a job. It's just so weird to me. Like, it's just showing how little you really trust your own parenting when you do that. That's genuinely how I feel. You're proving that you haven't done a good job because your kid can't handle himself or herself, and that's just sad to me, because I probably, like, would have been a good thing for him to have in his life, because I care about, like, pursuing good goals. Like, I have a boyfriend now, and he makes, like, videos for rappers and, like, different artists and stuff like that, and I'm always, like, pushing him to, like, be better and do better. Like, I try to push myself to do better, even if I'm just working, like, a shitty job. Like, I usually try to do the best I can. You know, sometimes I get pissed at my job because my job fucking annoys the shit out of me. But, yeah, it's just about, like, you don't realize it, but your kids are gonna resent you. Like, you're only hurting them. You're not really helping them. You think you're helping them, but I don't know. It's just wrong to do that to your kids. But yeah, so I wanted to make this video just because this person, this guy that I'm taught, like, his family, his crazy ass family that pushed me away, pretty much led us to breaking up, because at the end of the relationship, he basically said, okay, I am choosing my family over you. Like, that's basically what he said, and I was like, bro, that's fucked. So yeah, he's still texting me. Like, he called me a couple months after we broke up. I was like, yeah, whatever, you know. He left me a voicemail a little bit after that. He texted me, like, a while ago, maybe, like, a year ago. It's been, like, 2 years now. 2 years. And he's still texting me, and he's still saying, like, oh, whatever he's saying. And I'm just thinking, like, dude, you made your choice. Like, you choose your family over me. That's it. And I don't understand why he's really trying to backtrack now. Like, I love how guys do that shit. And he's saying, like, it's not gonna focus. This paragraph, and I'm thinking, bro, what's the point of typing a paragraph to me after, like, you dumped me? Whatever. It's just like, you picked what you wanted to pick. And he's saying, let's get a coffee. There's some shit I gotta clear up. Lots of things left unsaid. And it's like, nah, there's nothing. Like, this video is the shit that's left unsaid, because I wanted to tell your family how insufferable I found them the entire time, but I never did because I was trying to be, like, nice and a good girlfriend. But there's no point in me trying to make up for the fact that your family's crazy. But yeah, so I just was like, oh, who is this? Because I don't have his number saved. Like, dude, come on, really, it's been too long. I moved on. And that's, like, last time he texted me, like, a while ago, the year ago text or whatever. Is that shit focused? I think so. But yeah, last time he texted me, I just said, like, he said, look, you can hate me all you want. And I'm thinking, bro, I don't hate you. Like, I don't care. I don't care about you. There is no hate in my heart. Like, I did have feelings for you and you crushed them. Like, no, but it's over. Like, it's just done. And that's the shitty thing about breakups, is, like, once you break up with somebody, you kind of lose their trust. And that's why I think I didn't, like, break up with him for so long, because I wasn't happy in that relationship. Like, clearly the family thing was a big issue. I really didn't feel like he was on my level, like, to be able to talk to me deeply and, like, understand, you know, just really want to hear what I'm saying and, like, conversate. Honestly, that's all it is. Or converse.
I mean, I'm not going to conversate with you. I'm not going to invest time.
I think it's converse.
Huh?
Just say talk.
Him, but honestly, if you feel like oh, should I break up with this person? You probably should. Like, that's my inclination. I should have dumped him. Like, I shouldn't have even waited around like an idiot. I stood, like, idly by for so long while his family just ran his life and basically just ran it into the ground for him. Like, I mean, I don't know what he's doing now, but yeah, so thanks for watching. Yeah, I don't know. That's basically it. Like, they were just crazy. They wanted to push all their stupid beliefs on everyone else, but, you know, then they never follow them. That's just your average Baptist, you know. But yeah, not all religious people are crazy like that. There are some really sweet people in that school. Like, my little brother's friends are really cool, and their mom is really nice and stuff. But yeah, the majority of people that go to that school, straight hypocrites. Do not fuck with them at all. I just wanted to make this a video. I don't know why. I just wanted to get on and make a little story time. I don't know. I just think it's funny that he's still texting me. Like, if you're a girl and so, like, someone dumped you or, like, someone cheated on you or something, and then they come crawling back, like, you just know that. You just know the feeling. Like, it's just a funny feeling, you know? Like, wow, dude, really? Like, yeah, I know. Or whatever. It's just still can't tell if it's focused or not. Holy fuck. But yeah, so that's it. I'll see you in the next video.